In attendance for round 4 of the BNP Paribas Open was tennis legend Rod Laver. The 11-time Grand Slam champion is a frequent visitor to the Indian Wells Tennis Garden, and plenty of the last 16 players would be hoping to harness some of his winning aura out on court. David Goffin had never previously taken so much as a set off Stan Wawrinka in 3 previous meetings, so the Belgian's healthy lead over the 3rd seed in set 1 came as somewhat of a shock. After taking the opener and amassing a 4-love lead in the second, the Belgian was odds-on favourite, but tightened up to allow a resurgent Wawrinka back into the match.
Can't defend against shot-making of that quality.
The Swiss number 2 levelled the match, but once again found himself playing catch-up in the decider.
It's now or never.
With another comeback completed, Wawrinka had the perfect opportunity to set up match point in the deciding tiebreak.
Oh my gosh! Can you believe that?
Never in a million years.
That moment of madness gave Goffin an opportunity he simply couldn't pass up.
Goffin finally does it, with a little help from Stan the man.
It was a great match, but for me it was a little bit like a thriller, but I'm really happy that I won this one. It was tough to finish it, but I'm really happy that I won.
If any tie had the potential to match Goffin Wawrinka for drama, it would be Nadal, one of the greatest players of all time, versus Zverev, very much the feature of the game. The young German rallied after losing a break advantage in set 1 to keep his hopes alive in a tiebreak.
Well, he's made that, opened up the court wonderfully well there.
After going a set up, Zverev went AWOL in the second, leaving Nadal to pick up the pieces. With parity restored, the teenager returned for the decider with renewed vigour.
His backhand, we know, is outrageously good.
But when serving for the match, Zverev's lack of big-time experience was telling.
Oh my!
A complete drop-off from the German allowed Nadal to win the next 4 games and dish out the harshest of lessons to the youngster.
They'll be talking about this one for a long time. Rafael Nadal comes from elimination, death on the tennis court. He's resurrected and wins it 7-5 in the 3rd over Alexander Zverev.
Novak Djokovic would look to avoid any such drama as he went in search of a safe passage through to the last 8 against Feliciano Lopez. The top seed had his wobbles in making it this far, but in the first set, he was back to his imperious best.
That's dexterity, just to make sure he could get around then.
With the opener in the bag, that good form moved effortlessly into the second set.
Oh, that's naughty. There's that little abbreviated take-back.
And this textbook Djokovic victory was done and dusted in just 65 minutes.
And that'll do nicely. Can prove difficult to beat Lopez, especially here in the desert, but no problems today for Djokovic.
The only remaining American was eliminated from the draw after John Isner was beaten at his own game by Kei Nishikori, the 5th seed taking the final 2 sets on tie-breaks. Marin Cilic's fine run in the desert continues. The former US Open champion made the final 8 in Indian Wells for the first time in his career after beating Richard Gasquet in 3 sets. Milos Raonic made the most of some fine margins against Thomas Berdych. The Canadian needed just 1 break in set 1 and a single mini break in the second set tiebreak to take up his quarter-final place. Federico Del Bonis couldn't repeat his giant-killing antics against Gael Monfils. The French number 3 outclassed the Argentinian in straight sets to advance. The quarter-final lineup was completed by Jo-Wilfried Tsonga. The French 7th seed halted Dominic Thiem's unbeaten run and now has the unenviable task of trying to beat Novak Djokovic on Friday. The quarter-finals are spread across 2 days here at Indian Wells, and there'll be no rest for the wicked, as 4 of our final 8 are straight back in action on Thursday.